live update. From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, good morning. It is 10:45 on this Tuesday morning. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning. This is in northwest Alabama. We've got this cell. This warning is for eastern Lawrence County in Alabama, as well as parts of Morgan County in Alabama. I'm just going to be doing this from behind the scenes with the radar at this time. The National Weather Service is noting that it is watching some rotation with this storm as well. So I wanted to hop on here and make sure everybody knows what we've got going on. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning, it is in effect until 11 a.m. It is for Lawrence County, Alabama, as well as Morgan County in Alabama. That does include the Decatur area. It does just clip the Hartselle area in Morgan counties, as well as the Basham community, Wolftown, 5 Points. It's over you right now. Cato, Trinity, you all are included in this severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is until 11 a.m. and with the signs of the broad rotation strengthening, this may or may not get extended. So let's go ahead and turn on storm relative velocity to show you guys what the National Weather Service is seeing. And so when we look at storm relative velocity, we are looking for the bright reds and bright greens next to each other. So we definitely have some rotation picking up on storm relative velocity. Now this is the Huntsville high top radar scanning about 6,600 feet in the air. So we've certainly got some mid-level rotation. Looking and waiting for some ground truth and another update from the National Weather Service in Huntsville. But right now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for this cell for the potential for 60-mile-an-hour winds. But if you are in this yellow polygon, just be thinking of your safe place that you would go to if this is upgraded to a tornado warning. We do have mid-level rotation with this storm that's moving through. And speaking of that, we also do not have much lightning, if any at all. We have a rotating, very heavy rain shower moving through. Now that doesn't take away anything from what this rotation is showing. We are continuing to wait for the National Weather Service, but right now, again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like they're going to hold off on the tornado warning for now. We and they are monitoring the storm very closely. They mentioned in the last scan the rotation has weakened just slightly. I'm still seeing some decent mid-level rotation though, so I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes to wait for a couple more scans to see if we get this thing to weaken a little bit further to be comfortable to get off of coverage. But right now we've got some mid-level rotation. It is right over the 5 Points area. I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer to where this center of rotation is that has our attention. It is right over the 5 Points area right now, over the Oakville area. Again, these are in Lawrence County, Alabama, heading towards Kitchens Mill, heading towards Wolftown, and crossing over into the Morgan County line, the areas of Pumpkin Center and Neal. You would be in the path of this. Again, upper level, mid-level, broad rotation at this point. Again, not a tornado warning at this point, but it is a severe thunderstorm warning, so you do need to be inside and away from windows. Again, no lightning with this. However, that does not take away from the threats that it can punch. We can still get some gusty and damaging winds, as well as some rotation without any lightning as well. This is not the spring, it is summer, it is the middle July here in the region. So again, just something to keep in mind. And I'll go ahead and zoom out. We will do a storm track of this. Again, center of broad rotation, mid-level rotation at this point. Right now, there are no signs of any low-level rotation. If there are any signs of low-level rotation, this will be upgraded to a tornado warning. However, we are just in a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. I'll go ahead and do a storm track. This storm's moving barely east, northeast at about 20 miles an hour. So give me a moment to go ahead and adjust some parameters here to get some more communities up on the screen. Let's see, All right, I think that is all that is going to show up. I might extend this out just a little bit further. There we go, that gives us a few more communities. So here are some estimated times of arrival again for the mid-level rotating part of the thunderstorm, also with some very heavy rainfall and gusty winds, again up to 60 miles an hour possible. Pumpkin Center 10:59 a.m., Wolftown 11 a.m., Basham 11:13 a.m., Flint City 11:21 a.m., Hartselle 11:26 a.m., Priceville 11:34 a.m., Sweetwater 11:40 a.m., Cave Springs 11:42 a.m., Mooresville 11:45 a.m., Gum Spring 11:47 a.m., Rocky Point 11:49, and Somerville 11:50 a.m. So those are some times of arrival. Again, with this severe thunderstorm warning, the threats with this storm at this time are going to be your damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, as well as some very heavy rainfall. Definitely do not want to be driving along, I would say, the county line between Lawrence County and Morgan County at this point. Looking like Highway 24, you folks between the east side of Moulton and Decatur, all of Highway 24 is included in this severe thunderstorm warning, although the worst part of the storm is south of Highway 24 at this time. Again, moving through the 5 Points area right now, heading towards the Wolftown area and the Basham area in Morgan County in Alabama. Okay, I'm going to hold it for a couple more scans here because we are still seeing that broad upper level rotation. I'll go ahead and switch radar sites to see what the Columbus radar is showing, and it's still showing, again, the broad upper level rotation, mid-level rotation. Again, we can get rotating cells, but if they're not rotating at the lower level, that's when we really have to start paying attention. It's grabbing our attention that it is rotating in the mid-levels for sure, but we are waiting for some lower level rotation, and I guess that is what the National Weather Service is also waiting on as well. So again, we're still seeing those reds and those greens fairly close together, at least enough to, again, be wanting to pay attention to this cell. And I may misspeak and call it a thunderstorm, even though there's no thunder and lightning with this storm, but it's just a rain shower at this point. But again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for at least another 7 minutes for eastern Lawrence County in Alabama, as well as parts of Morgan County in Alabama. If you are just joining us, again, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning. We are parked in Alabama at this time. That's where we've got the strongest of anything on radar right now. We do have this cell in eastern Lawrence County, Alabama. It is east of Moulton, although you guys are about to get poured on yet again, but that cell is not warned. We do have this eastern cell with the higher reflectivity values heading towards the county line, heading towards the Wolftown area, and continuing into the rest of Morgan County in Alabama. The cell is moving east-northeast at about 20 miles an hour. The warning does include the Decatur area and the Hartselle area. You folks are basically the north and the south end of this warning. Again, just going to hang it here for just a few more minutes just to make sure this storm doesn't ramp up and catch anybody off guard. Still checking velocity, still seeing some, again, broad mid-level rotation. Again, that's nothing that we have to take action with, but it is just something that is keeping and holding our attention here in the Weather Center. Again, no lightning with this storm. That does not mean it's not something we need to pay attention to. You can still get a rotating cell without any lightning. Usually in the springtime, lightning is an indicator whether the storm is strengthening or weakening, if we're starting to see more lightning strikes versus fewer lightning strikes. But that's not always the case, and that's not the case in this July 23rd system that we are tracking right now. So again, we have this severe thunderstorm warning in effect for another 5 minutes. I may just hang here until that expires. I'll go ahead and see if we have any updates in the chat. Again, we're not getting any reports of anything. I don't see any pictures coming in. I will go ahead and start seeing. I'll go ahead and check some comments that we've got on our live stream. Again, even though we don't have a current active tornado warning, still you want to be away from windows with the potential for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And you definitely want to be inside and off the roads if you can be, because we've got some very heavy rainfall with this cell as well. So I'm just going and seeing if we've got any comments, any questions, and we've actually got no comments or questions. So again, if you're just joining us, the severe thunderstorm warning for parts of northwest Alabama, including Lawrence County, Alabama, and Morgan County, that is in effect for another few minutes. It expires in 4 minutes at 11 a.m. I'll go ahead and zoom in one more time to the areas, because again, if nothing else, we've got the potential for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and very, very heavy but much needed rain for us here in the entire Tennessee Valley region. Can certainly use the rain. So 5 points, it's looking like the worst is still right over you, but also about to be moving off to your east. Fairfield, you folks are catching a little bit of a break, maybe some leftover sprinkles, but again, that other cell is coming towards you. Again, not severe warned, but some more heavy rainfall possible. Oakville looks like it is just now clearing your area, heading into the Wolftown area, starting to rain pretty good, as well as Kitchens Mill. All right, and we've got our new radar scan, so let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. Again, this is now approaching the county line between Lawrence County, Alabama, and Morgan County. Someone's asking me about Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We've got, we don't have any severe storms. We've just got light to moderate rain showers, nothing to be concerned with in Lawrence County, Tennessee. So that's why I'm just focusing on this severe thunderstorm warning that we have in Lawrence County, Alabama, as well as Morgan County in Alabama. So this is the new reflectivity scan. Let's go ahead and check storm relative velocity. And I mean, I'm still seeing some broad mid-level rotation. We'll see what the National Weather Service decides to do within the next few minutes. That broad rotation now looking to cross the county line. Let's see. Their latest update was about 6 minutes ago, continuing this current severe thunderstorm warning. I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer. So again, this area of rotation, again, we look for the reds and the greens basically right next to each other. That area of rotation, again, this is mid-level broad rotation. About to cross the county line in the area of County Road 327 in Lawrence County, Alabama, heading toward Brown Road in Morgan County, Eddy Road, Northwest Childers Road, some other places, Neal School Road, Danville Road, and again towards the Basham community in Morgan County, Alabama. So we've got just about another minute or so with this current warning. And again, if I'm not mentioning any other locations, it's because at this point you don't have anything to worry about. We've just got light to moderate rain showers pretty much everywhere else in the viewing area. So just going to wait until we get to that 11 o'clock hour to see what we are going to be doing with this warning. And here's again what it looks like on reflectivity, just zooming out just a little bit. Again, you folks in Moulton and the Wren community getting some pretty heavy rainfall. Again, much needed rainfall that will pretty much follow the same track as this storm that we were watching, and it looks like they have dropped that severe thunderstorm warning. I'll go ahead and hang it here just in case they decide to reissue anything, just kind of waiting for what they say in chat. They haven't really wrapped up their thoughts. So just going to kind of stay here to make sure I don't have to bounce back on for anything. But again, everywhere else, just seeing light to moderate rain showers. Again, much needed rain. We still have drought conditions here in the region. That drought monitor gets updated every Thursday after it collects data up until the Tuesday of this week. So all of this rainfall that we're getting today will be included in our drought update for this Thursday. But of course, we will keep you guys updated on that. We have gotten a lot of rainfall, or at least relatively, over the last few days. Got a report, just some rain in Trinity. Thank you so much for that report. Still just gonna see if they decide to issue anything or reissue anything, but if they don't do that within the next minute, I'm gonna go ahead and pop off here. But again, so I'll just go ahead and do an overview of what we've got across the region. So again, the heaviest rain that we have moving through Lawrence County, Alabama, as well as now entering into Morgan County, Alabama. We have some heavy showers just west of Athens and Limestone County, some moderate rain showers all throughout Lauderdale County at this time, and some spotty showers in Colbert County as well as Franklin County in Alabama. Heading into southern middle Tennessee, again, just some light to moderate rain showers. The heaviest rain shower we have going on is in southern Marshall County in Alabama. So it's been a couple minutes now since that warning's expired, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off of this live. I will be back at noon with another weather update and another radar update for what we've got going on. Again, most of us just seeing some light to moderate rain showers. Again, much needed rain as well. But with that, I will go ahead and switch us back to our regular programming. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tennessee Valley Weather. Stay with us. We will keep you advised.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.